stories of greatness across the globe has you in it, and it has me in it. And we can almost take them for granted. They are so Nigerian. Chimamanda talked about the danger of a single story, where negative stories are used to flatten an individual's experience and overlook the many other stories that formed them. We are our stories. We are not one story, and we must tell these stories to ourselves and to the world. Nigeria is not faceless. It's not an obscure concept or a dream hiding behind the waving of a green, white, green flag. Nigeria has a face. It has many faces. It has over 200 million faces. It has your face. It has my face. What is a dream without a dreamer? You are a hero in this great story. Your name hasn't been mentioned yet, but it will be. You haven't caught the headlines yet, but you will. Oh boy, you never blow yet, but you go soon blow. You know it. I know it. I know you won't stop trying. You won't stop trying. I know you won't ever give up. You know you won't ever give up. How do I know? I'm in Nigeria, and you are too. And we don't stop until we win.
Rise and shine with Rapid Dawn, your essential morning companion only on Rapid TV.
Start your day with us. We bring you the latest news, engaging discussions, and a fresh perspective on issues that matter.
From weather updates to our wellness tip, interesting recipes, and our trendy conversations every Tuesday to the weirdest of talks on Wednesday, Rapid Dawn has got you covered. So grab a coffee and join us every weekday morning on Rapid Dawn. Let's greet the day together.
Rapid Dawn, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. only on Rapid TV. Join us and wake to the dawn of a new day. See you in the morning.
Where you want to do down clutching, now so you go come here. Come meet me.
40,000. Eh? You don't forget saying you promise me, say you go take care of me.
Your car.
Are you serious? You're the most amazing husband in the whole world.
Oh, come on.
I really miss my son.
I know that feeling. He's your small husband.
Can say that again.
Abel, you still haven't told me who the father of that boy is.
Hey Stars, get more value for your money with StarTimes Upgrade promo. Recharge 1 month on Nova, Basic, or Classic Bouquet and get upgraded to the next bouquet to enjoy exciting top shows like Hidden Truth,
Even if something happens between you,
For the Crowd,
Because I share this apartment.
Celebrity Cook-Off,
Oh,
Okay, viewers.
And now, by the time we use half of it, the food goes sweet well.
Prides of passion, and more. If you're on Super Bouquet, recharge for 1 month and get an extra 5 days free. La Liga is back on Star Times. Anticipate, Emily.
This city is the city of the most industrious people. This is a city of hardworking people. A typical Alabamian is a wise man. In trade and commerce, this is the city. This is ABIA, and this is me, Rough Cornwall, by telling you about my city.
My name is Akio Sakiodo.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Theo Bliss.
My name is Akava. I go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. I love Rapid TV.
Shout out.
Rapid TV.
Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV. This is
Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it down. Leave it like that.
Good evening and welcome to Rapid Television News at this time. My name is Cynthia Agbo. We begin the news first with the headlines. President TINUBU chairs historic Council of State meeting. Rivers Assembly approves FUBARA'S commissioner nominees. CBN unveils key economic reports for transparency. Uganda landslide death toll climbs to 25. Sports Ministry under fire after Olympic flop. Details of these and more will come to you in the bulletin. We'll be right back. And now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu has chaired the National Council of State meeting at the State House, Abuja, with former Presidents Goodluck Jonathan and Muhammadu Buhari in attendance. Former heads of state generals Gowon Yakubu and Abdulsalami Abubakar joined virtually, while Olusegun Obasanjo was absent. The meeting has a robust attendance, including the President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, and the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila. Governors from various states, including Rivers, Imo, Borno, and Nasarawa, were also present. This is the first National Council of State meeting since President Tinubu took office in May 2023. It comes amid calls for good governance and economic relief following the bad governance protest. The Council plays a crucial advisory role in the policy making and provides consent on key national issues. President Bola Tinubu has signed the Judicial Office Holder Salaries and Allowances Bill 2024 into law, prescribing improved salaries and allowances for the nation's judicial office holders. This move is seen as an extraordinary commitment to the welfare of Nigerian workers. The new law amends the Certain Political, Public and Judicial Office Holder Salaries and Allowances Act No. 6, 2002 and prescribes salaries, allowances and other benefits for judicial officers reflecting changing realities. The President's Special Advisor on Senate Matters, Senator Bashir Lado, described the signing as a landmark achievement demonstrating President Tinubu's unwavering commitment to the welfare of Nigeria's workforce. He urged judicial office holders to redouble their efforts in ensuring justice is served. Marking International Youth Day, the Social Democratic Party's national chairman, Shehu Musa Gaban, has challenged President Bola Tinubu to address the glaring disparity in civil service salaries. Gaban spoke out in Abuja, highlighting the vast different salaries for the same government work. Our correspondent Irene Okechukwu tells us more.
The Social Democratic Party's national chairman, Shehu Musa Gabam, emphasized the unfairness of civil servants in some federal agencies receiving lucrative salaries, while others are paid significantly less, despite working for the same government.
People that are working in Port Authority are meant to feel they are more superior than their fellow Nigerians. And these are government agencies, ministries, and parastatals. But they discriminate even on the salary scale. And we think we are doing the right thing. And we think that the conversation is right. It can never be right until the government decided to unify all salaries, stop all this discrimination. Parents will not be struggling to get their sons or daughters get employed in Port Authority or Maritime or Hilda Revenue or NNPC, because largely the attention was there because of the salary and motivation. Why can't we apply it above board? Every ministry can be a juicy ministry.
Get your grievances together. When next election comes, come together, present your requirements or your grievances, sign them into agreements. Let all those who may be contestant to sing and think with you. We shall support you to be there. If you do and emerge, these are what you must do for us. If there is this contractual agreement out of mutual respect, I can see a new Nigeria with responsible leadership, and we shall begin to have a new direction.
The call to unify civil service salaries resonates loudly as the government faces pressure to address this pressing issue. From Abuja, Irene Okechukwu, Rapid TV News.
As Nigeria grapples with economic hardship, insecurity and social challenges, the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN Global, is calling on the government to invest in the country's abundant resources for improved development. Again, our correspondent Irene Okechukwu tells us more.
Ahead of the Christ for Nations crusade in Abuja, religious leaders are urging Nigerians to seek salvation and pray for the nation's transformation. Reverend John Darku, African Executive Director of Christ for All Nations, emphasized the need for a collective prayer and action to address poverty, hunger, and insecurity in Nigeria. The upcoming crusade, scheduled for November 6 to 10, aims to spread God's message and promote social and cultural transformation.
We will set our sights in Abuja, Nigeria, for a grand crusade unlike any other. Salvation, healing, deliverance crusade that will take place from November 6th to 10th of November 2024.
Reverend Dr. Williams Okoye of the All Christian Fellowship stressed that Nigerian stagnation since independence is due to a distorted sense of value, calling for a return to internal values. He emphasized the need for Nigerians to come together and seek divine intervention for the country's development.
Any nation that has developed has been developed based on their values. So one of the things that we stand to benefit as a nation through this crusade is that we are going to reorient our people, to let them know that things of eternal value must have preeminence in our lives. The values of our people, the mindset of our people are transformed, and they begin to see that we are here to serve God and serve humanity. Nigeria will be transformed, will be changed. Nigeria will move forward. That's one of the major things we stand to benefit from the crusade.
As Nigeria faces numerous challenges, the call for prayers and collective action resonates all across the country. From Abuja, Irene Okechukwu, Rapid TV News.
Meanwhile, President Bola TINUBU will embark on a 3-day official visit to Equatorial Guinea on Wednesday, departing from Abuja for Malabo, the country's capital. The visit is in response to an invitation from President Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo. During history, President TINUBU aims to strengthen bilateral relations between Nigeria and Equatorial Guinea. He will meet with President Mbasogo at the presidential villa, where they will hold discussions and sign agreements, particularly in the areas of oil and gas and security. The president will be accompanied by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Toga, and other cabinet members who will participate in the signing of agreements and explore opportunities to enhance bilateral relations. The visit is expected to boost cooperation between the two nations. Abia State Governor Alex Oti assures workers of his commitment to paying the new national minimum wage of 70,000 naira as his administration engages with the Nigerian Labour Congress to finalize payment modalities. Our correspondent Olka Kinsley has the details.
Governor Oti, who stated this during his monthly media chat, said while the state government team works with the NSC on the modalities, the state government still awaits further clarification from the federal government on the way forward. He used the opportunity to clarify that there was no financial impropriety in the report of the panel set up to look into the activities of the former Commissioner for Health in the state, adding that the former Commissioner for Science and Technology, who recently resigned from his appointment, had no case with him.
Her resignation had been received and has been accepted. Before she resigned, the committee that was set up turned in its report. Going through the report, there was no financial impropriety established, but there were conducts that were not consistent with laid down policies and procedures. And since she offered to resign, the government decided to accept her resignation.
He announced that he have concluded plans to increase the retirement age of nurses in the state from 60 to 65 years, while teachers in the state will be from 60 to 65 years too.
We are discussing a discriminatory compensation package for teachers generally. And we have also increased the retirement age already from 60 to 65. I had announced it. From next week, we also will be increasing the retirement age for nurses from 60 to 65.
On the issue of conducting local government election, the state government said that the timetable for the local government election will be out as soon as some legislative matters are put in place in the State House of Assembly.
There have always been plans to conduct local government election. And I had said that even before now. So The timetable is not yet out. We also believe that a few things needed to be changed in the law. So in the next few days, we will be approaching the House of Assembly to change a few things and make the conduct of the elections as seamless as possible.
He used the forum to thank Abians for heeding to his plea for not joining the hunger protest in some states of the Federation, noting that such protests would have disrupted the prevalent peace and security in the states. From Umaya, Omoka Kinsley, Rapid TV News.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has signed performance bonds with heads of agencies and parastatals under his ministry with the directive to them to work assiduously towards communicating the successes of President TINUBU's Renewed Hope agenda. Idris made the remarks in Abuja on Tuesday while declaring open a one-day retreat for directors of the ministry and heads of agencies and parastatals. Our correspondent Irene Okechukwu reports.
Among the participants at the retreat are top officials, including Dr. Ngozi Onwudiwe, Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation, Comrade Abdulhamid Dembos, Director General of the Nigerian Television Authority, Dr. Muhammad Bulama, Director General of the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, Malam Jibrin Baba Indes, Director General of the Voice of Nigeria, and Dr. Dili Esogaha, Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Press Council, as well as other directors from the ministry. The minister encouraged open discussions to address gray areas, emphasizing the need for participants not only deliver on their mandates, but also be seen to deliver effectively.
We must understand the efforts that the government is putting into renewing hope as it has promised in the era of improved minimum wage, student loans, consumer credit, loans to big and small businesses, as well as different support grants. The government is also not resting on its oars regarding infrastructure and social projects around the country.
With a clear mandate to drive President Tinubu's Renewed Hope agenda, the Information Minister and heads of agencies are poised to intensify efforts in promoting the administration's vision for Nigeria. From Abuja, Irene Okechukwu, Rapid Television.
The Rivers State House of Assembly, led by Victor Okojumbo, has screened and confirmed 5 commissioner nominees as requested by Governor Siminalayi Fubara. The confirmation took place on Tuesday at the plenary session held at the Rivers State Government House. The confirmed nominees are Ilamu Arogo, Dr. Roland Obed-White, Dr. Sam Anya, Samuel Eiba, and Austin Emeka Nadozie. During their screening, they expressed their readiness to work for the state's progress and development, promising to discharge their duties diligently. The Assembly leader, Kodboy Sokari, urged for swift confirmation, citing the nominees' past service to the state. The Speaker, Victor Okojumbo, emphasized that the new commissioners are expected to contribute to the state's development and growth. With their confirmation, they are set to join the State Executive Council. In a city of over 20 million residents, maintaining law and order is a daunting task. But the Lagos State Police Command has been making strides in ensuring peace and security. From managing public protests to combating kidnappings, the police has shown remarkable dedication and effectiveness. Our correspondent Esther Umelu takes a closer look at the strategies behind their success.
The recent nationwide protest is one Nigerians will not forget in a hurry. Security agencies were able to maintain public order while respecting the rights to peaceful assembly. Public Relations Officer of the Lagos State Police Command, Benjamin Hundeyi, says being proactive ensured that citizens could voice their concerns without disrupting the daily activities of others.
Weeks before the protest, we embarked on engagements. We visited different localities, particularly the 3 senatorial districts in Lagos, where we met with stakeholders. We met with student union bodies, market leaders, road transport workers, you know, all categories of stakeholders. We met with them and had serious engagements with them. So it was quite easy when the protest started to get across to them, because we had already established communication channels. And when the protest started, we maintained that same energy to engage with people. So it helped a lot. And not crossing the line in terms of the protesters' rights, fundamental human rights, was largely due to the existence of a court order that restricted protesters to just 2 places. And we made them know that there was a court order. And largely they were law-abiding too, so everything went well.
On the front of combating kidnappings, the Lagos State Police Command has made significant strides. In recent operations, the police have been able to neutralize notorious gang of kidnappers and rescue high-risk individuals.
For the large-scale kidnapping, the billionaire kidnappers, many of them have been cut down. Community policing again. Nothing beats community policing. So we got information about them. We're also able to do our background investigation. So we had already gathered quite substantial information about them. We already knew the kind of vehicles they were using, the kind of guns they were using, and their modus operandi and all that. So to tackle kidnapping, we need the buy-in of the people. And for those that are kidnapped too, once they regain their freedom, they also cooperate by telling us all the things they saw. These are things that help us to track these people and get them arrested. So far in Lagos, we've been doing quite a good job of bringing kidnapping to a very low level. And that's largely due to the help of the people.
In all of this, the role of community in sharing information has been crucial, highlighting the importance of cooperation between the police and residents in ensuring safety. Esther Omelu, Rapid TV.
The federal government has approved a national policy on workforce migration to address the challenges surrounding healthcare human resources in the country. Minister of Health Ali Pate announced this, stating that the policy aims to manage, harness and reverse health worker migration. The policy seeks to encourage the return and reintegration of Nigerian health professionals from the diaspora by streamlining registration processes and providing incentives. It also champions reciprocal agreements with other nations to ensure that the exchange of health workers benefits Nigeria. The policy includes provisions for routine health checks, mental well-being support, and reasonable working hours to create a supportive work environment and reduce burnout. The minister emphasized that the policy is a comprehensive strategy to tackle health workforce migration and ensure a thriving healthcare system that meets the needs of all Nigerians. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has announced the launch of a flagship healthcare program aimed at expanding access to free medical services across the state. He made the announcement during a meeting with healthcare professionals in Lokoja after the conclusion of their 3-day medical outreach in the state under the Nigerian Medical Association. The report. The flagship health train will comprise all categories of healthcare professionals visiting different parts of the state to deliver interventions aimed at complementing secondary and primary healthcare service delivery.
A healthy society is a well-living society. And the support that is coming from them, if it was a mistake for the good people of Kogi State to say I should come and try this seat, I think it is a good one. I beg of you to let us continue to partner, to synergize, to collaborate, and of course, to cooperate within ourselves. Our government is ready at all times to give any needed support.
Meanwhile, the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Abdulaziz Adams, commended Governor Dodo for his support of healthcare professionals.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for providing us the enabling environment to render healthcare services to our people. To us, it is a giving back to the society. But to others, they think we may have done much. For us, it's just a widow's mite that we can give to our people. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Also speaking at the event, Dr. David Aimila described the free medical outreach as a high-powered intervention with unprecedented outcomes. Professor Solomon Avidime also applauded Governor Dodo for his health-friendly posture.
Some of the things we did included regular medical consultations and dispensing of free drugs. We also carried out general surgeries, mainly day cases, persons that have had hernia, hydrocele, and so on and so forth. All of these were done, and 500 free eyeglasses, were procured for the event.
So this event under the NMA, sponsored by the state government, is a huge event that people have benefited. We've seen the blind see, we've seen those carrying babies delivered, those with fibroid removed. And so it's actually very huge, and then we're glad. And again, it also showcased the capacity of the hospital. Now the hospital is actually world-class, world standard. So we thank the government, thank His Excellency. We also thank the body of doctors, the NMA KOGI State.
The flagship healthcare program is expected to have a significant impact on the lives of KOGI State residents, providing much-needed access to free medical services. At this time, don't go anywhere. Still to come, CBN unveils key economic reports for transparency. Foreign stories and more coming your way. We'll be right back.
Hey Stars, get more value for your money with StarTimes Upgrade promo. Recharge 1 month on Nova, Basic or Classic Bouquet and get upgraded to the next bouquet to enjoy exciting top shows like Hidden Truth,
Even if something happens between you,
For the Crowd,
Because I share this apart, babe.
Celebrity Cook-Off,
Okay, viewers.
Now, by the time we use half of it, the food goes sweet well.
Prize of Passion, and more. If you're on Super Bouquet, recharge for 1 month and get an extra 5 days free. La Liga is back on StarTimes. Anticipate.
Rise and shine with Rapid Dawn, your essential morning companion only on Rapid TV.
Start your day with us. We bring you the latest news, engaging discussions, and a fresh perspective on issues that matter.
From weather updates to our wellness tip, interesting recipes, and our trendy conversations every Tuesday to the weirdest of talks on Wednesday, Rapid Dawn has got you covered. So grab a coffee and join us every weekday morning on Rapid Dawn. Let's greet the day together.
Rapid Dawn, weekday mornings at 7 a.m. only on Rapid TV. Join us and wake to the dawn of a new day. See you in the morning.
My name is Akio Sakiodo.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava, go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. And I love Rapid TV.
Shut us. Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV. This is
Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it down. Leave it like that.
Welcome back. The Central Bank of Nigeria has reintroduced the publication of key economic reports, including the Purchasing Managers Index, Business Expectation Survey, and Inflation Expectation Report. This move aims to promote transparency and accountability in the Nigerian economy by providing stakeholders with timely and accurate insights into the country's economic performance. The report will offer valuable insights into the manufacturing, services, and agricultural sectors, as well as business and household expectations. This will enable informed decision-making and support economic growth. The CBN will periodically release the reports on its website, making them easily accessible to the public, economists, analysts, and investors, and the media. This initiative is part of the bank's effort to enhance transparency and foster a more inclusive economic discourse. GOV'T Amende is up next with some more business stories.
Hello, welcome to Business News Update. The federal government has paid the outstanding 45-month minimum wage arrears owed to employees of the Nigerian Meteorological Agency. This was revealed in a statement issued on Monday by the Secretary of NIMET Union Joint Action Committee, Okechukwu Wokoro. The unpaid arrears, which date back to 2019, had been a source of tension between NIMET management and its staff, leading to frequent clashes with labor unions. Earlier this year, the situation nearly escalated into industrial action as the unions had planned to go on strike on May 20th, 2024. However, the strike was averted at the last minute following an intervention by the House Committee on Aviation Technology and their Senate counterpart. An agreement was reached on May 19, 2024 during a special session convened by the House Committee on Aviation Technology, led by its chairman Abiodun Akinladi, with NIMET management and union representatives in attendance. The Director General of NIMET, Professor Charles Anosike, expressed his gratitude to President Bola Tinubu for authorizing the payment of the arrears. The Nigerian equity market closed the first trading day of the week on a negative note, with all the share index declining by 0.72% to settle at 97,881.75 points. The decline moderated the market year-to-date return to 31.87%, the month-to-date to 0.16%, and the week-to-date to 0.72%. Market capitalization ended at 55.58 trillion naira as investors traded 498,271,393 shares in 10,645 deals valued at 11.77 billion naira. Despite the overall downturn, market breadth closed positive with 29 gainers and 23 losers. Julius Berger Nigeria led the gainers with a 10% increase in share price, closing at 121 naira per share. It was followed by National Salt Company, 10%, Total Nigeria, 9.98%, and Ondo, 9.98%. On the losing side, Boas Mint recorded the highest depreciation of 11.3% to close at 114 naira 30 kobo, while Skyway Aviation Handling Company shared 5.43%, Sunu Assurances Nigeria 4.76%, and Flour Mills Nigeria 2.61%. Guaranty Trust led in trading volume with 124 million shares, followed by Veritas Capital Assurance with 39.3 million shares, Access Holdings with 38.3 million shares, and JAPA Gold Adventures with 33.4 million shares. Last week, the Nigerian equity market showed signs of recovery and recorded 945 billion naira gain. And of course, to wrap it up on business tonight, European stocks slipped into the red in late morning trade on Tuesday as positive momentum after last week's volatility stalled. The Stock 600 index, the regional benchmark, was down 0.26% at At 11:40 a.m. London time, utilities held on to a 0.47% gain, while travel stocks slipped 1.35%. European stocks closed mixed on Monday as forthcoming US and UK inflation data dominated investor attention. UK wage data released by the Office for National Statistics on Tuesday showed that pay excluding bonuses grew 5.4% year-on-year between April and June, the lowest rate in 2 years. The unemployment rate fell to 4.2% from 4.4%, and the ONS also said while economists polled by Reuters had expected an increase of 4.5%. Jack Kennedy, senior economist at JobSite Indeed, said the figures showed the labor market remained fairly tight and that wage pressures were softening only gradually, potentially in limiting the level of monetary easing the Bank of England is able to deliver this year. UK inflation data due on Wednesday will be the first print since the BOE cut interest rate by 25 basis points. After 2 months at 2%, economists polled by Reuters expect the headline rate to tick higher to 2.3%. And that's it on Business News of the. My name is Godwin Amundi. Rapid Television News continues. Good evening.
And now moving on to stories from outside Nigeria. The death toll from a garbage landslide in Kampala, Uganda has risen to 25 with no hope of finding survivors. The disaster occurred on Saturday when a massive mold of garbage collapsed, burying people and livestock in the northern district of Kitizi. Rescue efforts have been hampered by heavy rain, but excavators and the Army Special Forces have been working to search for bodies. A 200-meter buffer zone has been created around the site, and residents have been ordered to vacate. The landfill, which was established in 1996, has been closed, and authorities are seeking alternative dumping sites. The closure of the landfill has resulted in garbage filling the street, posing a health hazard. The Ugandan government is working to address the situation, but the disaster has highlighted the need for improved waste management in the country. The region has been experiencing heavy rains, which have also caused mudslides in neighboring Ethiopia, resulting in significant loss of life. Arthur Brooks is on standby with more stories from the foreign scene.
Welcome to the international news. Here are today's news stories. First to the United Nations, where Sierra Leone's president told the Security Council Monday, Africa cannot wait any longer. Chairing a meeting convened by Sierra Leone, President Julius Maada Bio pushed a long-standing bid for Africa to gain more council seats, including 2 veto-wielding seats. Bio said Africa must be heard and its demands for justice and equity met, calling Africa the victim of an outdated and unrepresentative Security Council structure. Set up in 1945 to maintain peace after World War II, the Security Council can place sanctions, deploy peacekeeping missions, and pass resolutions that are legally binding, but sometimes ignored. Its composition reflects post-war power structures when most of Africa was under European control. The United Nations, Russia, China, Britain and France are permanent veto-wielding members. African countries and others argue that arrangement downgrades Africa with the world's fastest growing population, now 1.3 billion. Africa's 54 countries make up 28% of the United Nations. 5 of 11 peacekeeping operations are in Africa. The African Union has called for 2 additional elected seats, a total of 5, 2 permanent. Changes to the Council's composition is set up by the General Assembly, which has held discussions for years. Bio, whose nation currently holds the Council's presidency, urged the group to give Africa priority. Africa cannot wait any longer, he said. Now to Tanzania, where on Monday police arrested the leaders of the main opposition party, Chadema, on accusations of inciting violence. Chadema Chairman Freeman Mbowe and the leader of the party's youth wing, John Pambalu, were arrested by police at an airport in the southwestern city of Mbeya, where they plan to mark International Youth Day. Chadema's Vice Chairman Tundu Lissu was arrested on Sunday alongside the party's Secretary General. Police accused Chadema's youth wing of seeking to promote unrest and violence. The party said over 400 people were in detention. Despite relaxing restrictions on political parties, opposition leaders say violations have increased in the run-up to the 2025 election. President Samia Suluhu, who took over after the death of John Magufuli, is expected to run for the ruling Chama cha Mapinduzi party. Lastly, to Russia, where Ukraine's top military commander says his forces now control 1,000 square meters of Russia's Kursk region, the first time a Ukrainian military official has publicly commented on the attack that has embarrassed Russia. General Alexander Sersky made the statements in a video posted Monday to Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky's Telegram channel, saying, "Troops are fulfilling their tasks. Fighting continues along the front line. The situation is under our control," Sersky said. Russian forces are still to respond to the Ukrainian attack after a week of fighting. Russian President Vladimir Putin said the incursion, causing 100,000 civilians to flee, is an attempt by Kiev to stop Moscow's offensive in Ukraine's Donbass region and gain leverage in future peace talks. Zelensky confirmed for the first time that the Ukrainian military is inside the Kursk region. On Telegram, he praised the country's soldiers and commanders for their steadfastness and decisive actions. He did not elaborate. Putin said Ukraine hoped the attack would cause public unrest in Russia, but it has failed to do so, claiming the number of volunteers to join the Russian military has increased because of the assaults. He said Russian forces will carry on with their offensive in eastern Ukraine regardless. And thanks for being part of the news. Have a very pleasant evening. I am Arthur James Brooks.
Up next is entertainment.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment News. Famous Nigerian Afrobeat singer Damini Ogulu, popularly known as Burna Boy, has launched the Burna Boy Football Academy in Lagos. This new initiative aims to contribute to the development of African football through a structured training program. The academy is reported to operate 3 days a week, offering 2-hour training sessions on each of these days. Videos of the academy's facilities and activities has recently surfaced online, surprising fans and followers. In the viral footage, young footballers are seen training on the field under the guidance of a coach. According to its official website, the academy caters to young football enthusiasts in 2 age groups: junior boys aged 4 to 15 and senior boys aged 16 to 21. Nigerian singer Davido Adeleke's much celebrated wedding song Ogechi Remix has been removed from YouTube due to copyright issues. The song, performed live at Davido's lavish wedding to Chioma on June 25, has been a highlight of the year. Ogechi Remix, a collaboration featuring Boy P, Heist, and Brown Joel, was released on the day of the wedding and quickly gained popularity among fans. The music video, which was subsequently uploaded on July 19, 2024, showcased Davido's deep affection for his wife, Chioma, through the song's lyrics. The audio of the song is still available on Boy P's official YouTube page, but the video itself is no longer accessible. Current information indicates that Davido is not credited as the official artist on the YouTube page for the song, which has added to the confusion. It appears that the original version of Ogechi, which was remixed by Boy P and his collaborators, was created by a different artist prior to the remix. Finally, in his tradition, the 44th U.S. President Barack Obama has shared his 2024 summer playlist which includes songs from Grammy winner Thames and record-making superstar Rema. Thames' hit single Love Me Jeje samples Shey Shodimu and Shafi Bello's classic of the same name. The song is one of the lead singles for her debut album, Born in the Wild. Rema's upbeat single, Yayo, of his recent released sophomore album, He Is, also earned a place on Obama's 2024 summer playlist. This is not Rema's first time on Obama's summer playlist, as his hit single, Iron Man, made the 2019 list. With 2 Afrobeats entries, Obama's 2024 summer playlist is a reduction of the 4 entries in 2023, where Burna Boy's Sitting on Top of the World, Asake and Olamide's Amapiano, Davido and Musa Keys Unavailable, and Thames' Me and You all made the list. And that's it on entertainment. Thanks for watching.
And now to sports. Eyimba Football Club has confirmed the appointment of Yemi Olariwaju as their substantive head coach. Olariwaju took over the reins on an interim basis in May following the departure of Finidi George to the Super Eagles. The 32-year-old coach has signed a contract with the club, solidifying his position as the head coach of the People's Elephant. Olariwaju has been with Eyimba since 2022, serving as an assistant coach and playing a key role in the team's title success in the 2022-23 season. Olariwaju's appointment is seen as a testament to his talent and dedication to the club. He had previously turned down an opportunity to work with Finidi George at Rivers United, choosing instead to remain with Eyimba and lead the team to further success. Nigeria's Sport Ministry is facing scrutiny after the country's disappointing performance at the Olympics, where they failed to win a single medal. Sports Minister John Owaneno described the outcome as disastrous and apologized to Nigerians, acknowledging that the country deserved better. Former and current Olympians are calling for reform, citing incompetencies as poor organization as reasons for the team's failure. They point to the fact that smaller African nations won multiple medals, while Nigeria, with its continental champions like Tobi Amusan, left empty-handed. The sport minister has promised to reflect on what went wrong and turn the disastrous outcome into a positive for Nigerian sports. However, critics like Olympic gold medalist Chioma Ajunwa are demanding a shake-up in the sporting federations, saying it's time to bring in people who know what they are doing. Meanwhile, Botswana is celebrating a historic Olympic gold medal win with a half-day holiday. President Mogwesi Masisi declared Tuesday afternoon a holiday to welcome home sprinter Leslie Tobego, who won the country's first ever Olympic gold medal in the 200-meter event. Tebogo 21 made history by becoming the first African to win the men's 200-meter, setting an African record time of 19.46 seconds. He will return home with the Olympic team, which also won a silver medal in the men's 4x400 relay, bringing Botswana's total Olympic medal tally to 4. The president will meet the Olympic team at the airport, and the country will come together to celebrate this momentous occasion. Tebogo's win marks a significant milestone for Botswana, which won its first Olympic medal in 2012. The country is proud of its young athlete who has made history and inspired a nation. And that's the much we can take on the news at this time. Before we go, a recap of our major stories. President TINUBU chairs Historic Council of State meeting. Rivers Assembly approves FUBARA'S commissioner nominees. CBN unveils key economic reports for transparency. On the foreign scene, Uganda landslide death toll climbs to 25. And in sports, Sports Ministry under fire after Olympic flop. Thank you so much for staying with us. My name is Cynthia Agbo. Do not forget that you can follow us on our social media platforms. Visit our website for more interesting content. Do have yourself a restful night.
TINUBU.